Previously on Homefront.
Mike didn't tell us because he didn't know. And he didn't know because she didn't tell him, because the baby is not his.
We ourselves, to an extent, feel a certain obligation to you, and of course to the baby.
I think you would be a wonderful grandfather.
I was speaking of a financial obligation.
You don't believe me? You think I've lied about Michael's baby?
I'd like to apologize.
Apologize will make you feel better. And I do not want you to feel better.
The bus is leaving. Where are your bags?
I'm staying.
Your what?
Well, I have to pay my dues, and Hollywood is certainly the place to pay them in.
This is the stupidest stunt anybody ever pulled.
You never mentioned that you're married.
I'm not married. I'm divorced.
You are being duplicitous, just like my husband.
I've been trying to live up to your image of this saint. And now you're telling me that he was unfaithful?
What else could I tell you?
Did you think I want my children to know what their father was like?
Hi. Merry Christmas.
No, thank you.
No, thank you? No, thank you? You don't say no, thank you when
Please.
someone gives you... Shh. Oh, I see. You're upset because you didn't get me anything? Well, don't worry. You're under no obligation to get me anything.
That has nothing to do with it.
What has nothing to do with what? I'm giving a friend a Christmas present. Have I violated some diplomatic protocol?
I don't
know.
want you coming here. I don't want my children to see you.
Ann, I'm dropping off a Christmas present, not a bomb.
I'm not accepting your present or inviting you in.
I already noticed I wasn't invited in.
Because I don't want to give you or anybody else, and least of all my children, the impression that I would even socialize with a divorced man.
Forget the socializing. Can you talk to a divorced man?
I have to do my Christmas cards. Good night.
I thought your religion taught you to forgive people.
If you children don't help me with the Christmas cards now, we'll never get them out in time.
I don't want you doing anything special for me for Christmas. Just act as if I wasn't here. Gloria, you already have 2 red ornaments on that side. It's beginning to look a little crowded. But maybe that's the way you wanted it.
You missed a wonderful service, Mother.
Mom's choir was in rare form.
Thank you, Robert. Your aunt's choir sang at the governor's mansion last week.
What an honor.
They deserved it.
I'm sure they did.
Gloria, is that fruitcake batter I saw in the kitchen?
Yes, Grandmother Davis. I'm just waiting for the oven to warm up.
Oh, it is late to be baking fruitcakes. I always let mine sit for, 4 weeks at least.
Well, I'll just have to make do. I couldn't start any earlier this year.
Well, all those are probably for giving away. But if you have in mind making one for me, remember, I cannot abide the taste of liquor.
Not even a drop for flavor?
Not one drop, Gloria. Abe's sister-in-law has a recipe that doesn't call for rum or bourbon. Maybe I could get it for you.
I would love to have it.
You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium, liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark,
Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark.
what did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said you got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Merry Christmas. Don't carry that in your condition. Where should I put it?
In the garbage?
It's perfectly fine.
It's from Mr. Sloan.
Oh, we'll keep it then.
Keep it, burn it. I take nothing from Sloan family. Here, also take this. And this.
It is the season to be jolly, Gina, or isn't Christmas a big deal in Italy?
Mr. Sloan, he just thinks he can buy anything. Oh!
Should I call a doctor?
No, it's just contraction.
Just contraction. The baby, Gina.
No, Charlie, it goes.
I'm calling a taxi to get you to a hospital.
Stop, Charlie. I'm okay, fine.
You don't look okay fine, and you don't sound okay fine. Contraction? That's a sign. Even I know that, Gina.
No more, see? I'm fine. Eventually I get more, but not now. And when I do, we don't call hospital. We call midwife. Here, put Mrs. Kaufman's number on telephone.
What's this call midwife business? You go to a hospital.
Hospital is for sick people, and having a baby is not sickness.
I didn't say that.
What did people do for thousands of years before hospitals were invented? Huh?
They died horrible deaths.
You talk this way, and you leave me alone.
I will not leave you alone. What do you want for dinner?
I'm not hungry.
I don't care if you're hungry. You have to eat something for the baby. I'm gonna leave this open all night so we can hear you if you yell. Now I have Spam and sardines. You want some sardines?
You are a mother hen.
Crackers and bread. Which one?
I want nothing, mother hen.
What does the baby want? Crackers or bread?
The baby wants crackers.
All right, one order of crackers and sardines coming right up.
If somebody doesn't help me with these Christmas cards, we're never going to get them into the mail in time.
I did them last year.
Well, I did them the year before. It's Hank's turn.
Yeah.
You never liked my handwriting, remember? Say, the little bubble lights.
Oh, the last one burnt out 2 years ago. We couldn't find any replacements.
No bubble lights. Oh, no bubble
And
lights.
if we don't get the cards done in time, I'm not going to be able to enjoy my Christmas
without
at
bubble
all.
lights.
Oh, don't throw it on like that.
Like what?
I should think you'd all have too much pride to send them out late.
We're having a little red and green reindeer.
Jeff broke the last one last year.
Linda broke 2 the year before. And I have a suggestion. Let's not even send Christmas cards. Dad was the fanatic, and he's dead. He'll never know.
That's not funny, Jeff.
In my family, we just threw it like this. No.
Hello.
One strand.
Linda, let Sarah decorate any way she
Hello?
wants.
Thank you, Mrs.
Hello?
Metcalf.
Linda, you decorate one side. Sarah, you
Hello, I
decorate
can't
the
hear
other.
you.
All right, you do the side by the stairs and nobody will see.
Ginger?
Not on your life.
Yeah.
We'll take the side by
Well,
the
okay,
stairs.
wait.
Okay,
Hey.
here's what we'll do. You
Hey.
take
Ginger says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Ginger. Merry Christmas, Ginger.
You hear that?
Let me talk to her.
Wait a minute.
Let me talk to her.
Are you coming home for Christmas?
No.
Why are you calling?
To hear a friendly voice?
So how's it going in Hollywood?
I'm not a star yet, if that's what you mean. But I found an agent.
Does that mean you have a job?
Well, it means I have someone that can send me out on auditions for jobs. And he says it was a fluke I lost that screen test because I was short, because most leading men are short. And Hollywood really needs short actresses.
That sounds like a screwy business to me.
Said the man who wants to make his living hitting a ball with a stick.
So have you gone on an audition?
Well, first I had to have my pictures taken, and then I needed voice lessons because I slur a little. Listen to this. Shouldn't, couldn't, wouldn't, didn't, instead of shouldn't, couldn't, wouldn't, didn't.
Shouldn't your agent have gotten you an audition by now?
I have my first audition tomorrow, so there, Mr. Skeptic.
Well, good luck, I guess.
Oh, never say good luck to an actress. That's bad luck.
What am I supposed to say?
Break a leg.
That's screwy, too.
Well, I guess everything I do or say is screwy. I'm so glad I called.
Oh, hey.
Your 3 minutes are up.
Now?
3 minutes are up.
These Christmas cards are not going to mail themselves.
You're home early.
It's Christmas Eve, girl.
Don't remind me. Tired of Christmas and it's not even here yet. Every year it seems to start earlier and earlier. This time they put up the decorations on the 15th. What's that?
You're not supposed to ask.
It's for me?
You're not supposed to ask.
Can I ask you to make me a martini?
No sooner said than done.
You're bearing up so well, I don't know how you do it. I wish it were over. Hello?
Mr. Sloan, please.
Who shall I say is calling?
Mr. Sloan, please. It's an emergency.
The young lady, you'll have to give me your name.
Caroline Haley. Mrs. Caroline Haley.
It's the Haley boy's wife.
Mrs. Haley?
Gina's in labor.
My word.
I came home and no one was here but Charlie, and she's in labor.
I'm coming right over. Call an ambulance.
It's a girl.
Hello?
We did it. We did it.
What is it?
Gina's gone into labor and there's no doctor around.
What's going on? Is there a problem, Mrs. Haley?
It's a girl. It's a little baby girl.
Oh, my God in heaven. Are they all right?
Are they all right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm coming right over. Try to reach a doctor. We have a granddaughter. Let's go see her. Come with me, Ruth.
Where should I hang this one, Mommy?
Put it wherever you want.
Okay, everybody out.
It's a girl.
How are you?
Very fine.
We're all very okay, fine. I hope you don't charge her for this.
Charlie.
How's the baby?
What? Me and Gina did all the work.
She's sleeping. Charlie was a big help.
I'm only kidding, Miss Cuffman.
Did she nurse before she fell asleep?
No.
Get me some clean, damp towels, then leave us alone, please.
Aye, aye, Sergeant.
How long has the baby been like this?
She's sleeping almost half an hour.
She's not sleeping.
Why is she not
Do you
sleeping?
have a car?
No.
Please, why is she not
Call
sleeping?
a taxi. She has to go to the hospital. She's sick.
What is wrong?
Wrong with who?
Do any of your neighbors have a car?
Not that I know of. Why? What's wrong with who?
Put these down. Get me some warm blankets.
Cosa la mia bambina? Please.
Gina,
please.
is this your first baby?
Of course, it's my first baby.
There's a problem.
They said it would take half an hour.
Try another company. Then call for an ambulance. If you can't get one, call the police.
Please, what is the problem?
I need some more coins. Charlie, money.
She's very sick, Gina. She has to go where they're equipped to take care of her.
She was fine.
St. Anne's is only 10 blocks away. I can get there before a taxi could get here.
I don't
Yes,
think
please.
that...
Yes, Charlie, please take her.
I'll phone and tell them you're coming. I'll be there as soon as I see to Gina.
Can she breathe in here?
She's fine. It's loose around her face. You don't want to expose her to the cold. Go on,
Please
go on.
go fast.
Lie down, honey. Call St. Anne's Hospital and get me when they're on the line.
I need more coins.
Merry Christmas.
I want to know what's happening. Just tell me what's happening with that baby in there.
Not a relative. Patient information is released only to relatives.
Yeah, but I brought the baby in here.
Look, either you sit quietly or we're going to have to call the police.
I'm not sitting until I find out what's happening with that baby.
Sister Theophane, we have to call the police.
Sister Theophane. Sister Theophane, it's me, Charlie Haley.
Little Charlie Haley?
Yes, sister.
Still starting fights the way you did in the first grade?
No, Sister, I need to know what's happening with that baby that I brought in here.
The baby was pale, lethargic, and possibly anemic. The mother is unsure of her blood type. I suggest you test for erythroblastosis. Yes.
Where is my granddaughter?
She's in the hospital. Something went wrong. I didn't have time to call you back.
Which hospital?
St. Anne's.
Mr. Sloan, wait.
Gina.
Take me, please.
Of course. Here, let me help you.
Are you strong enough, Gina?
Yes.
Somebody here call for a taxi.
I know this is going to be a lousy Christmas for you and Mr. Sloan. Without Mike. I only wanted to tell you Merry Christmas, and well, I found these letters from Mike.
Thank you.
This one he wrote right after he went back to Italy. This one from Rome. This is the last one I got from Mike. Well, I thought you and Mr. Sloan might like to have them. And, this. Well, notice, my halo was on straight and your son's wasn't.
Michael, come here. Your halo is crooked.
Ain't Mickey, I did it.
You know I don't like you playing with those Catholic boys. They're always so rowdy. This was very kind of you, Hank. It was very nice of you to come by.
Get me that wheelchair.
A young man by the name of Charles Haley carried in a sick newborn earlier today. This is Gina Sloan, the baby's mother. Take her to the baby immediately. I am Mike Sloan, the baby's grandfather, and I will see the attending physician immediately. Now!
Mr. Sloan, I'd like you to meet Sister Theophane.
How do you do, Mr. Sloan?
Hello, Sister Theophane. Do you know what's wrong with my granddaughter?
She has what is known as an RH incompatibility.
I'm Dr. Peterson.
Are you attending the Sloan baby?
Yes, she has an RH
Incompatibility, yes, I know. What does it mean?
Well, in lay terms, the baby's blood is different from its mother's, a condition which could be toxic.
Can it be corrected?
The baby requires a 2-volume exchange transfusion.
Then give her one.
No one here has ever done that procedure.
Then get someone who has.
We're trying.
Give me a name.
I'll give you names of several qualified doctors, and if you think you can reach them faster than our staff can, you're welcome to try.
I am sorry, sister, for being so brusque.
Don't apologize, Mr. Sloan. Doctors are not God, and every now and again it's nice to remind them of that. Now, the best pediatrician is Dr. David Champion, and at this moment he's at a party at the Kirtland Hills Country Club.
Thank you, sister.
Now, you may use my phone.
Ginger Zabel. Ginger Zabel! Ginger Zabel!
Yes. Who is it?
I look like a secretary to you?
But a man, woman?
Better be a man. I'd hate to meet a woman with a voice like that.
Deep voice. Director?
Why don't you ask him, Cookie?
This is Ginger Zabel.
It's about time half my 3 minutes is already used up.
It's you.
You wouldn't have come to the phone if you'd have known it was me?
Look, sourpuss, if all we're gonna do is fight, why call?
No, I don't want to fight.
Me neither.
How did your audition go?
Oh, aces. I'm meeting the director tonight to discuss the lead in the picture.
Meeting him on Christmas Eve?
For drinks, which is the way they do it in Hollywood. And quit being so suspicious and wish me luck.
I thought you said it was bad luck to wish an actress luck.
On an audition, it's bad luck. When you're interviewing, it's okay.
I don't think I should wish you luck. Meeting a guy for drinks.
I'm on the up and up. Aren't you going to ask me about the part?
What is the part?
A hard-bitten widow raising 2 kids inherits her husband's newspaper and gets threatened by the mob for printing the truth.
That's a part that'll fit you like a glove.
Very funny.
How old is the widow?
38. But the director says it's all in the makeup. The actor playing the mobster is only 26.
Good looking?
In a way, not really.
How tall is he?
It doesn't matter because I bought 4-inch heels. If they need me tall, I'm tall. Short, I'm short.
How can you afford to spend so much money?
One rule in life I've learned, kiddo, is you have to spend money to make money.
You have to make money to have money to spend money to make money.
You know so much.
It's Christmas Eve. We can't fight.
Tell yourself.
I miss you.
Your 3 minutes are up.
Hello?
Ruth, the baby is sick. Ruth?
What is it?
A blood problem. The wrong antibodies. I don't fully understand it.
I see.
I'll call when I know more. Ruth?
Yes?
I'll let you know.
All right.
Mommy, do real angels look like this?
I can't imagine a real angel as handsome as you are, Michael.
You never saw a real angel.
No.
But Grandma has. Is Tippy in heaven with Grandma?
I'm sure he is.
Can I see them when I go there?
Yes.
Will the man who ran over Tippy go to heaven?
I'm not sure. I don't know him very well.
Will you and Dad go there with me?
Of course.
Good, because I don't want to go there without you and Dad. Hurry up, Mom.
Are the envelopes addressed? I want them postmarked before Christmas. Your father would be embarrassed to tears. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To all, and to all a good night.
No, I don't want them sent out without personal notes. Your father said it's not a real Christmas card without a personal note. Goodbye.
How are you this evening?
Unless you're here to buy something, we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, scene. I get to make a scene, which is, I guess, about the worst sin there is in your book, or maybe the second worst.
Why are you doing this?
Because you made me angry, because I'm fed up, because you damned me from here to Cincinnati without so much as a by your leave.
I don't want to talk to you, Al.
You don't have to talk, lady, but you're going to listen, because I'm not going to shut up until I'm finished.
I'm going to take a short break, Mr. Branston.
Anybody who is willing to preach to other people had better be willing to listen to a sermon herself now and again. And here is mine. I am not perfect. I never claimed to be. Maybe you think I get carried away with my work, and maybe I do. But maybe I have reason to. My mother was killed in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. You could say the event piqued my interest in worker protection, and I'm glad to say that bosses don't routinely lock their employees inside factories anymore. The only person I met who felt as strongly about it as I did was Marcia Swordlow, and she had red hair and a party card to match, and the combination was irresistible to a young kid like me. So I married her. But she married the party and the movement, so my marriage was awful. But I stayed faithful as long as it lasted, so don't compare me to your husband, and don't blame me for what he did. And if you ever take time off from counting sins, you figure out whether it was better for me to get out of a rotten marriage or for you to stay in one. And then you tell me who's the saint and who's the sap.
What were you doing at the studio? I thought you were just having drinks.
We were. At least he was.
You were having drinks on a soundstage?
No, in his office.
In his office? Ginger. So why'd they throw you out of the studio?
The stupid security guard said I kicked the director.
Did you?
Absolutely not. I got the lead in the picture, and we were rehearsing
You
the
got the
scene.
lead?
He said I did, and we were rehearsing.
Well, didn't you explain to the security guards that it was just a rehearsal?
Oh, of course I did. But during the scene, the director put his hand on an inappropriate part of my body, which was certainly not in the script, at least not in mine. And only he claimed it was an accident and his hand slipped. And I said so much phony baloney, I didn't believe him. And so
You kicked him.
No, I didn't. I put my knee where my father showed me to put it, and that is not a kick. Anyway, the guards didn't believe me. You there?
Yeah.
Anyway, I got another job offer.
It's not more phony baloney, is it?
It is perfectly legitimate. Only thing is, I don't think I should be a pinup model at this stage in my career.
A pinup?
Well, at least not a nude one.
Well, nude!
Your 3 minutes are up.
Wait up, Reed. I need another 3 minutes.
I'm sorry, all our long-distance lines are busy at this time due to the holiday calling. May I suggest you try to place your call in a few hours? Merry Christmas.
Ginger?
Jeff?
Hank?
Get home and help us finish these Christmas cards or Mom's gonna have a conniption fit.
Does that hurt?
No?
I'll be back in a minute. If there's a problem, call me.
There won't be any problem. I gave enough blood in the army to fill a bathtub. My unit called me Bloody Haley. Not the way you Brits say it. Because I was a one-man blood bank. All the time donating. I was a universal donor type. Oh, need a pike hole? Bloody Haley. It'd be funny if Gina's baby had some of my blood, wouldn't it? Caroline,
What, love?
you think she'll die? I should have forced Gina to have the baby in the hospital.
Wouldn't have made a difference.
You think the cold hurt the baby?
She wouldn't have had a chance at all if you hadn't got her here.
You never know. You never know. Last April, my unit found 2 kids in a basement, still alive. Little kids. Jewish. They had that yellow star they made them wear. Barely alive. So skinny, starving, you could see their bones right through the skin. Lice all over them. There was no telling how long they'd been hiding from the Germans. Somebody had been watching them, we could tell. But I guess one day, whoever it was, had gone out and didn't come back. And the kids are too scared to leave. Or too weak, I don't know. And they just waited. And I said, American soldier. And one of them gave me this little wave. All he moved was his hand. I gave him some of my rations, my chocolates. I gave him it all. I let them eat it all. And oh, Caroline, I didn't know. I wanted to help. I was so stupid. You can't feed somebody like that whose body's half gone, and I killed them.
No.
They survived the war, and I killed them.
They were dying before you got there.
Maybe.
How are we doing? Oh, fine. Oh, good. I'll be right back.
Don't tell anybody.
Gina, how are you?
How is my baby?
They're doing the transfusion now. Dr. Champion is the best. Your father-in-law got him here, heaven knows how. These doctors are so full of themselves. It's a miracle he's here at all. Oh, well, you know, they say that after the transfusion, the change can be like that. Well, it's a night for miracles, isn't it? Surely one more shouldn't be out of place. Do you realize that a few years ago, they didn't even know what an arch... God has a very special place in his heart for you, Gina. Would it be all right with you if I prayed for your baby?
You're lying, Charlie. I'll never be able to thank you enough for keeping an eye on Gina.
Excuse me, please. Charlie Haley, will you come with me, please?
Excuse us, Mr. Sloan.
Sister Theophane, I want you to meet my wife, Caroline. Caroline, this is Sister Theophane, my first grade teacher.
How do you do, Caroline? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sister.
You're British.
Yes, sister.
Catholic?
Church of England, actually. Anglican.
Well, that's close, isn't it? It's time to put him outside.
It's after midnight already.
Indeed it is. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
sister.
Christmas, sister.
He's a little heavy for me. Would you carry him, please?
Sure.
Why did you not put it out before now?
Because you never put the baby Jesus in the manger until after midnight because he wasn't born until Christmas Day, right, sister?
It's been our custom for years to leave the manger empty. At least he remembers something from grade school.
Are you kidding? In grade school, I used to dream about being the one who got to do this. But I never got picked.
Too many demerits, that's why. Grades 1 through 3 more demerits than any other boy in class.
Oh.
You'd never know she'd been sick for 1 minute. The things they can do nowadays.
Would you ask my father-in-law to come in, please?
Surely.
She's perfect.
The nurse told me.
You spend much money for doctors?
I would have spent every penny I have.
You like to hold her? No.
You think it scares her? Oh, I'm sorry.
No means Grandpa.
You all missed midnight mass.
Merry Christmas.
Only 18?
17.
17 to go. Dad would have killed us, but at least it'll be postmarked on the 26th, and then we can blame it on the post office.
Dad always said if you had them postmarked by the 26th,
You
you'd
saved the family honor.
Father always did say that. We couldn't enjoy Christmas unless the cards were properly done.
There's a personal note in every one, Mrs. Metcalf.
We're gonna save the family honor, Mom. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is one of the most wonderful presents you've ever given me.
Well, don't cry on Christmas.
Hank, where are you going with that?
I'm going to Hollywood in the morning.
What?
What? You can't go on Christmas.
Oh, I meant to tell you, I'll give you your presents in January. I need my money for the tickets.
You're honest to goodness going.
At least wait a couple days. You're gonna break Mom's heart.
Jeff, you know how sentimental she is.
Merry Christmas, Jeff. Where in the world are you going?
Merry Christmas, Mom. I'm going to Hollywood. Don't try to talk me out of it. I've got to get Ginger to come home.
Do you have enough money?
Yeah.
Mom?
Well, I don't think you should go today.
You sound just like your father. When does the bus leave?
10 in the morning.
Then we can go to the 8:15 mass together. Here. For emergencies. Call if there's a problem. Now I have a present for all of you. And I am so sorry I didn't give it to you years ago. Merry Christmas.
Mother, what are you doing?
Mom.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jeff. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Mom.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, terrific, Ruth. I don't go for those new ball-pointed ones. They leak.
This is lovely, Mike. Thank you. Gloria brought over one of her fruitcakes.
That was thoughtful of her.
And the Metcalf boy brought this.
Hardly a boy anymore, Ruth.
I suppose I'll always think of him that way. Bent Mike's halo that day, remember? What hooligans those Catholic boys always were. I wonder why didn't the nuns teach them to behave?
One of those hooligans carried our granddaughter to the hospital. Ran a dozen blocks with her rather than wait for a taxi. The baby is the spitting image of Mike. One look at that face and there's no question who the father is. My first thought when I saw the baby was, my word, it's Michael. No question. No question. I'm going to make some coffee.
Good.
Let's say we throw caution to the wind and have some of Gloria's fruitcake with our coffee. Hell, it's Christmas.
Oh, so you are awake, Gloria. I guess now we can open our presents.
In our family, we wait until after morning services.
Well, we'll do it your way. It's your house.
No, you're our guest. We'll do it your way. I'll go and wrap mine.
Oh, yours aren't wrapped yet.
It'll only take a minute.
Why don't we open my mother's now and the rest after services?
What a wonderful idea.
Would you fetch mine, Robert?
Yes, ma'am. This is like having two Christmases.
Don't just sit there. Hand them out.
When did you have a chance to get these?
You probably thought I couldn't manage this year. I always plan in advance.
I planned well ahead, but this year, with all the extra work at the Sloans, I just...
My, look at this lovely sweater. Thank you, Mother. I always wanted an atlas.
I marked your path all the way across Europe. In that book, every city, every country your battalion fought in. Oh, I am so proud of you, Robert. Gloria, you haven't opened yours. My husband gave me that the day Abe was born. I never believed in passing on jewelry to the son's wife. Because if that wife should up and leave him, then some stranger has a family heirloom. I figure you with us for life.
I don't know what to say.
Just say thank you and go and get me a slice of your fruitcake. At my age, I have a right to eat what I want. For breakfast especially. And I want to see what a young fruitcake tastes like.
I can't serve her this. It's full of rum.
She'll never know.
She'll know.
Tell her my sister-in-law made it.
Abe's sister-in-law always did make the best fruitcake I ever tasted. You should ask her for her recipe.
I will. I'll get it. And thank you for the ring.
Last call for westbound Chicago, Omaha, Denver, and Los Angeles. Gate 5. Last call.
Now boarding for Gate 2, your eastbound schedule. San Bernardino, Flagstaff, St. Louis, Columbus, and Cleveland.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Here. Cookies.
Thank you.
I didn't want you to be alone on Christmas.
It's not my holiday.
So I don't want you to feel left out any more than you already are. You don't want the cookies.
I was just thinking to myself of all the things I could wish for Christmas, if I celebrated Christmas. My first wish would be for a beautiful woman to appear at my doorstep bearing a plate of ginger snaps. I got my wish. Care to join me for a Christmas cookie?
I was just dropping them off. You were probably working.
If you don't have a cookie with me, I'll be spending Christmas alone again.
The holiday you don't celebrate.
But I just remembered the birthday boy was Jewish. Have a cookie.
It's not an imposition.
I'll make some coffee. Let me take your coat.
Thank you. This is a nice place.
You're kidding.
You baptized her?
When we thought the good Lord might take her to himself, we baptized her as we would any infant in danger of death.
Baptism is standard practice here?
Well, it's our insurance policy, so to speak, that the gates of heaven will swing wide for any soul departing from here. A Catholic would know that. You're not...
Episcopalian.
Ah, well, you come from us, too. So that I'm sure both of us can enjoy the good Lord's sense of humor.
Humor is only part of what I see in this situation.
Oh, irony, too. Because it was only after I baptized your granddaughter that I found out she was Jewish.
Jewish?
Well, they're all God's children. And would that half the world were as innocent as your little Jewish angel. Have a blessed Christmas, Mrs. Sloan.
The first Noel. This is the first Noel. The angels did say was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. I think she liked it.